destination for the new music since day one.
For some strange reason, we always end up there in the middle of winter.
Can't imagine why.
Weird, you know, more music is recorded in Jamaica per capita than any other country in the world. And from ska to dancehall, Jamaican music is now popular in every corner of the globe.
So to kick off our trip to Jamaica, we head back about 15 years or so to the Jamaican World Music Festival. And what a destination, tropical breezes, unlike here, and a very relaxed atmosphere.
What musician would give up a chance to play in the land of Bob Marley?
Montego Bay, Jamaica, the sleepy, sun-washed center of tourism for the Caribbean island, came alive for 3 days at the end of November as legions of music lovers and media converged on the Montego Freeport for the first annual Jamaica World Music Festival. Good to see you down here.
How do you do?
How do you do?
How do you do, all our viewers in Toronto?
And everywhere else.
On City Television.
To bring in a 3-day world-class spectacle to a third-world nation, the promoters, Phaline Productions out of Colorado, floated 13 tractor-trailers over from Miami to set up Big Bertha, the 6,000-square-foot, 175,000-pound stage most recently used on tour by The Who and the Rolling Stones. Electronically, the festival was staggering as well, as Overview Productions brought in video equipment and mobiles, risking $800,000 in hopes that they would go away with Jamaica's answer to Woodstock.
Many Jamaicans complained that they couldn't afford the government-subsidized tickets, which sold for 43 Jamaican dollars per evening. People from outside the island had to pay 100 American dollars for 3-day passes.
Yes, my stronger is a right down. Among the rioters, eaters of flesh. There is no return to your body. Destruction. My blood is hot.
This tremendous drum from Rasta, and it's a beautiful wood drum. All these other drums I've been seeing down here have been like for tourist people, you know. And I finally looked in, about 2 days of looking, I found this really nice drum, so that's been a neat thing for me.
The only thing that bothers me is like Montego Bay is quite a tourist place. I'd much rather do a show in Kingston. To work very hard, aren't we? You know what I mean? Playing English verse.
Derek.
think of radio stations?
Oh, no. Yeah, give it to the radio station tops. No, well, I mean, you know, I've got an FM band, and I've got an AM band, just like everybody else, and I sweep the wave bands. I just hear the same old stuff, you know. I mean, oldies are all right, you know, in your oldies box for when you get drunk at home, but I don't see why they have to fill the whole airways of the North American continent with a load of old stuff, especially in those new groups, not only limey groups like us, but Canuck groups and Yankee groups too, and they're all new and they're all trying, you know what I mean, they need the support. For a start, they need, like in 56, the station supported rock and roll and rhythm and blues and black guys too, you know, where the music comes from, the black men, they supported them too, and they were on the air. You know, if your name was Clive McFadder, you could get your record on the air. But I mean, nowadays it's just people are too screwed up about the ratings. You know, how can you get ratings if you don't play good music? They just play everyone's playing the same music because they're all frightened of, so you can't tell one station from another.
Are you discouraged with rock and roll in general, though, the scene? I know you've been really screwed around a lot by record companies and the powers that be.
It's no worse than any other prostitution business.
Is that what you feel that you've been having to do?
Well, it's a lot like that in America, but we don't. We feel that we still have some dignity.
What?
A measure of it, or some self-respect. You know?
How have you managed to maintain that?
Don't know really. It's just been luck.